Next on the agenda, Warren County Public Schools, Mr. Drescher.
All right, good morning. It's a pleasure to be with you this morning. I'd just like to highlight a few things that are happening in our schools. First, the annual Blue Ridge Arts Council Student Art Exhibit from all of our schools is open down at the Blue Ridge Arts Council until April 19th. I would offer going down and taking a look at some excellent artwork that our students have done. Warren County High School Champions Together group, which is our Special Olympics track and field team. They do an excellent job every year. I just wanted to highlight them and also say they're having a fundraiser this week. If you work for Warren County Public Schools, you can donate $5 and wear jeans all week long. And some of our teachers are very, very excited about that. So normally that's not something that they're allowed to do. So this is a wonderful community-based program for a number of our wonderful students. Skyline Middle School has won the Virginia Breakfast Challenge in its category. School divisions are placed into one of 4 categories based on the division's enrollment. 1 elementary and 1 secondary school in each category won, based on breakfast participation growth over the past year. So what we're very proud of is that we've done a number of things to give many of our students more opportunity to eat breakfast. We have something called Second Chance Breakfast. Kids that come in late, and we have a few of those every day, don't normally get breakfast. So what we've done is set up in our middle schools and high schools the opportunity for them to stop by a snack bar and get their breakfast. So in a lot of kids, that's the meal they need to get. So we're very proud that that has occurred, and it's part of our partnership with Sodexo as they headed that up. We really appreciate that. Last week, a week or so ago, on Friday, March 22nd, Skyline High School Band performed at the World Strides Heritage Festival in Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. Great opportunity for our bands to be able to get down there. Skyline High School Band received a silver rating and won the Outstanding Band Award, scoring higher than any other band at the week's festival. Very proud of them. And Daniel Holland gave us that report from Skyline High School. Just want to highlight something that we've highlighted before. Social media continues to be a blessing many times. It allows us to get information out quickly and to share all the good things that we're doing. Sometimes it's a burden, and we all know that. Last week, I'm sure you've heard, we had some online chatter about a potential threat. And this has happened a number of times. It took a number of hours and went late into the evening, but the sheriff's office was able to ascertain that there was no viable threat and that the comments that were made were not serious. And I'm mentioning this again for 2 reasons. One, to thank our sheriff's office for their close work with our schools, and to again implore everyone, if you hear something, please report it. That is critical to us, but please do not repost and share. What happens is we end up chasing down dozens of reposts of the same issue, and that wastes a lot of time and assets that we could have maybe been solving the problem. So I just implore our citizens to do that. We have 19 students between Warren County and Skyline High Schools that are going to be graduating from LFCC in May with a general studies degree, an associate science degree, or a career studies certificate. They're going to get this degree before they graduate from high school on June 1st. So this is the type of thing that can be done because we have teachers in our schools that are endorsed to teach at the college level. And we're working, as you know, at becoming more competitive regionally with our salaries so teachers stay long enough to get this type of endorsement, and we can increase this opportunity for even more students. I would say there's really not a reason. If we had the number of teachers that we should have with those degrees, to be able to do 60 or 70 students a year to get their associate's degree. And that is a huge difference to families wanting to continue their children's education. So I really, that's just an example of one of the things that we are doing to help out. And related to that, I just wanted to give you a piece of data. I know you're working diligently on budget and what we can do to support the schools, and I really appreciate that. It's, again, about us being competitive. The second page is just a piece of data that shows what we're trying to fix. These are the teachers that teach SOL subjects in grades 3 through 8. And we just did a comparison of teachers that have 10 or less years of experience versus 11 or more years of experience. And you can see the pass rate differences between those two groups. And that's the point being, it just takes time for a teacher to garner the skills that they need to keep the high level of instruction going on. And you can see it makes a big difference. You know, 54% of our teachers that have 10 or less experience are hitting that 70% pass rate, whereas 85% of our teachers that have more than 10 years of experience are hitting that. And I just did a comparison on the 80%, if they had an 80% pass rate, you can see the difference is even more marked, 14% versus 54%. So just wanted to give another piece of data that's the reason we're looking at this. It's about being competitive in our region, and ultimately that helps our students and our community. That is my report.
Thank you. Does anyone have anything for Mr. Drescher?
There's one thing. My understanding is that you all let the contracts May 1 for teachers.
We'll do it as soon as we get our budget.
Okay.
Yeah.
And at that time, we'll have an idea how many teachers will be returning.
Right. They have until June 15th to tell us they're not coming back.
Yes, Mr. Dresser. I'm going to go back June 2017, and Archie Fox had asked, I was sitting over where Tony was back then, and Archie Fox had asked for a work session, and ended up being on June the 6th. And I called you on the phone, and I asked you if there was any reference that you could recall from Jennifer McDonald or anyone about the workforce housing missing, about the time deadline being missed for that property to be free, and then it wasn't free. And you told me on the phone that you didn't recall any time deadline that was missed. And then at the work session, when I asked you that question, and I'm going by memory here, you said, I'm sure she did. Would you like to correct that, ma'am?
I think at this time, I've been advised to not make any comments on this investigation that's going on. I don't want to do anything that inhibits asset recovery. That's our #1 goal right now. And I look forward to being able to respond and answer all questions when that happens. But at this time, that's what I would say.
Do you think you owe me an apology?
Like I said, I think at this time I've been advised not to respond to those types of questions.
Thank you.
No one has anything else? Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.